So hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're taking our first look at the brand new Oregon DLC. We've got over 5,000 miles of roads to drive, 14 new cities and over 700 new assets. So let's get straight into it. So here is the map. As you can see, 14 new cities, which is super exciting. I mean, if you have a look at the whole map now, just the amount of drivable distance. I mean, even from the sort of bottom left of the map, it's almost 2,000 mile journey to the bottom right, which is pretty exciting. At one point I've got to do a video of that, or maybe a time lapse. But anyway, let's get straight into it. So we've got how many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, 6 connections, but they're sort of split in two here, so I'm not sure if you'd count that as one or not. But yeah, quite a lot of connections. I didn't think there was going to be this many. Also, if you're wondering, we do go into Idaho a tiny bit here. There's like a little signpost as you go in, which may be a little Easter egg for the future. What I like about this map is none of the roads are completely straight like some roads in Nevada and Lower California here, where they're just straight for miles and miles. Here you have to be paying attention because just look how twisty and turny they are. And there's so many sort of country roads. We've only got this Highway 5 here and the 84. Those are the main sort of big wide roads. The rest are sort of mainly twisty and turny, which is a great thing really. I mean, this road here, the 101, is just amazing, as you saw in the intro. You've then got sort of more the straight stretching out into the distance desert miles here, which are really cool. The highways, as I said, but the scenery is just epic, as you will see in the next videos. In this clip, we're just heading into Oregon. We haven't actually got to the border yet. Now, I did a video a few weeks back of the sort of secret road that this was, but now this is fully complete, as you can see, and just look at the vegetation. I think that's one of the most impressive things about this DLC. They've completely upped their game on the vegetation front, and it just makes the world feel a lot more lived in and authentic, and it's a lot more alive really. But what I really like, as shown in this clip, is just how flowing some of these roads are. They're not too sort of twisty where you have to lose all your speed, and that can be really annoying if you got a heavy trailer on the back. You can sort of keep your speed, keep the flow, and it's just a really nice experience. We've got this sort of, I don't know if you could call it a bar here, this sort of geographical feature where it's sort of cut off from the sort of bay behind, and it just looks amazing. Again, just take a look at that vegetation, and also the water colour over to the right. I don't know if you could see that, but it was a sort of almost turquoisey shade. It was really nice. You also get quite a lot of these rest areas along this road here. I believe this is the 101. And you can just stop over, take some pictures and just enjoy the scenery, because you just pass so much great stuff. It's really important to stop over and take a look. Now, this video really shows the extra effort SCS has gone to making even better vegetation. I mean, just look at the contrast here and the depth of it. It is just superb. I also really like the size of the trees on this road here, because they just loom over you and they really give you a great sense of scale, and they make you feel like you're right in this map. With Oregon DLC, we've got some brand new industries, including logging. In this sort of journey, you see me heading down to one of the logging sort of pickup places, which has been one of the new assets for the DLC. This little industrial part here reminds me quite a lot of Rust map, which is actually a really good thing. If you think back to the past, SES used to create really clean, sort of no graffiti, no dirt on all over their maps or anything, but now they've gone for this sort of new style, and the map feels alive. As I've said, it feels lived in, it feels dirty and just authentic, which I'm really happy they've gone for this new style. With roads like this, sort of gravelly, dirty, you're having to pay more attention, you're going at a slower speed, negotiating all the bumps because you don't want to scrape the front of your truck or anything. You've also got these sort of massive descents here, you've got to watch out for rocks and sharp bends. It's just great. It's so much more fun than taking a completely straight highway. I mean, just look at the twists and turns here and the rocks. Again, this gives you a really good sense of scale and makes you feel like you're right in the map. Now, along with the back roads and all the dirty gravelly roads, we've also got some great city drives. I mean, we're just driving through Portland here, you can just see the amount of bridges in this view. It's just incredible, and the amount of bridges in total on the map is also awesome. We've got loads of different types of bridges, ones that sort of split in the middle to let boats through. It's just epic. I love the bridges in this, and the city driving in general is great. Now, as I've been saying, one thing that I really like about Oregon DLC is just the contrast of the driving that you can do in this. As I've shown you in the previous videos, we've got sort of tight, twisty roads, flowing roads, back roads and gravelly roads, and now we've got this completely straight, almost deserty road. We come into desert in a bit. I just find this the best map SCS have made. It's just got everything. The detail is as good as it's ever been, if not better. The driving is so enjoyable. I really do think this is the best bit of work SCS have ever done. So there we have it, a first look of Oregon DLC. Now for $8.99, I'm not too sure what it is in other currencies, but for $8.99 I do think it's a great deal. As I said, over 5,000 miles of drivable distance, and each one of those is super detailed. I mean, even here, this isn't actually part of the map, but just look at the quality of all the modelling. But anyway, if you enjoyed that video, please do give me a like, subscribe for more, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.